Hello, fellow Albertans. My name is Zulkif Mujahid. I am from Fort McMurray, Alberta. Today, I will discuss some of the main concerns which people of Albertans are facing right now, which is Bill 20. And what's the Bill 20 is? I will quickly share a screen with you guys so I can explain you how it's an attack and invade on your rights by the UCP Alberta government. Okay, as you can see on your screen, this is assembly.alberta.ca, one of the Alberta government website, which clearly shows Bill 20 Municipal Affairs Status Amendment Act 2024, sponsored by Mr. Rick McIver, and that's a Bill 20. Why I'm showing this? So you can see it's on Legislative Assembly of Alberta website, and it's a valid facts and figures I am sharing with you guys. And it's clearly shows on alberta.ca website, same thing. And they're trying to manipulate by saying strengthening local elections and council, which is not true, and why it's not true. And this one shows like Bill 20, all the details, and you can find this on docs.assembly.alberta.ca. And whenever you get a chance, please read it. I will quickly tell you about three main points. There are so many points I should tell, but I have very less time to describe all these points. So let's start with these three. So, which is like Lieutenant Governor in council may make regulations directing a municipality with or without conditions to amend or repeal a bylaw. With this amendment, Cabinet could amend or repeal any municipal bylaws. Hmm. Okay. Second one is Lieutenant Governor in Council may dismiss a person from Council and declare a position on Council to be vacant. Okay. If it is in the public interest, let's see, is it really a public interest or something else? Lieutenant Governor in Council by order may require a council to take any action that the Lieutenant Governor in Council consider necessary in circumstances to protect public safety. Public safety? Okay. What is the public safety? Let's see. Before implementing this legislation, they already stole your right and attack on your democratic process. So this gentleman is your mayor for Chestermere. His name is Jeff Coven, and that report on one of the websites shows why he's got disqualified by the UCP Alberta government. So Mayor Coven's story is evidence of deep state corruption and collusion. Mr. Coven was a democratically elected mayor of Chestermere, Alberta, until he started speaking up against corruption in the city of Chestermere and cutting taxes. The Municipal Affairs Rick McIver, whose job is to assist municipalities in providing well-managed, collaborative, and accountable local government, came in and fired him, as well as three councillors, and set up a provisional council. Okay. It would appear that this is a huge overstep as McIver has violated multiple sections of the Premier's mandate letter, which clearly instruct him to maintain and build relationship of trust, partnership, and open dialogue with municipal leaders, and to ensure municipalities are serving the needs of their residents without interfering with the municipality's autonomy. Make sure without interfering with the municipality's autonomy. Combin was doing an extraordinary job of cutting taxes and serving the residents, as were the former councillors Stephen Hanley, Melfort, and Blaine Funk, who were fired along with Coven. The four of them are facing extreme intimidation from the powers that be, but they are not covering or keeping quiet. Instead, they are on a province wide speaking tour revealing the truth about what is going on in Alberta's municipalities. They have made a slate of allegations against Alberta's Municipal Affairs Minister, the RCMP, and others they claim conspired to cause their ouster. Covin says he was trying to clean up corruption, reduce taxes, build roads, etc. He found millions of wasted dollars as well as fraudulent and inefficient processes and excesses. City projects were being profoundly overcharged. For example, 400,000 for a 75,000 dog park, 100,000 for a single $1,300 TV, 300 cell phones and 60 Visa cards for 120 staff, and millions of extra dollars spent on past capital projects. When Covin started digging, staff started quitting, with some wanting to come forward if they were assured that they would be forgiven. One manager wanted 600,000 to be paid out a hush money for staff that were leaving. Hmm. So that was the reason. I don't want to read all of it. Please, you guys go and read it. And let me introduce myself, who really I am. So let's Google Zulkif Mujahid and see who's this guy. Okay, so if you Google my name, you can see there are so many news channels. They are talking about me. You can go and read those articles and you can decide I'm a bad guy or I'm a good guy. So let's see one of the report. So this one shows MLA Tani Yao loses UCP nomination to Zulkif Mujahid in Fort McMurray Wood Buffalo. Zulkif Mujahid defeated MLA Tani Yao and Fort McMurray Construction Association CEO Keith Plowman in the United Conservative Party nomination vote in Fort McMurray Wood Buffalo. Okay, and this is the Twitter, and I believe that's Vincent. He worked for Fort McMurray today. Tani Yao, UCP MLA for Fort McMurray Wood Buffalo, has lost his nomination. Zulkifli Mujahid will represent the UCP in the riding in 2023 general election. So Yao was first elected to represent the riding in 2015 as a Wild Rose Party candidate and was re-elected in 2019 under the UCP banner. Okay, former paramedic, he was appointed parliamentary secretary for rural health on October 24, 2022. Yao pictures. Yao has the dubious distinction of being one of the six UCP MLAs caught in December 2020 and January 2021 traveling on a hot holidays. He was in Mexico while the Alberta government was advising Albertans to stay home to avoid the spread of COVID-19. In 2020, Yao introduced a private members bill to allow private for-profit plasma clinics to operate in Alberta. He accused critics of his bill of wanting to harvest organs from people without consent. Yao is second MLA and first UCP MLA to lose a nomination vote in this election cycle. Okay, let's go. So I won nomination election in December for 2022. And let's see what is this. So after this, April 18th, UCP party disqualified me, like the provincial board. But what happened next? They were not expecting. We should read this news article. Fort McMurray Wood Buffalo UCP boards vote to support disqualified candidate Zulkifli Mujahid, revoking a decision by the United Conservative Party to disqualify candidate Zulkifli Mujahid. The board of directors of UCP Constituency Association in Fort McMurray Wood Buffalo has voted to continue supporting him as their candidate. The motion was passed at the meeting on April 18. Here is the motion. Zulkifli Mujahid is the UCP Fort McMurray Wood Buffalo constituency preferred candidate. He is democratically elected. Mujahid became the UCP candidate after winning a hotly contested UCP nomination vote against MLA Tani Yao and Construction Association President Keith Plowman. So that's the same news. So what happened after this when UCP local CA board did this? So you can see on your screen that's UCP candidate selection rules and procedures. And as you go down, you can see last update on April 19, 2023, overnight. Okay. As you can see, point 8. So there was no point 8.3, 8.31, 8.32, 8.3.3 before April 19. And I will prove it. First read 8.31 and 8.3. What does it says? Why they add these points? Let's see 8.3.1. The leader to appoint a candidate to fill a vacancy in any constituency following consultation with the president of the party and a regional director for the affected jurisdiction. Okay. Oh, I forgot to read this one. 8.3. From April 15, 2023 until the conclusion of the 2023 Alberta general election, the board authorizes these points. Okay. But they authorize this on April 19. Why they put April 15 date? Everybody knows why. 8.32, the executive director or their designate to alter, abridge, or suspend any section or sections of the rules following consultation with the president of the party. Any such decision shall be final and binding and non subject to appeal, challenge, or review on any grounds whatsoever. Any appointment, alteration, abridgment, or suspension made under this section to be circulated to the board immediately. Okay, let's see the other one. So that's the same rule. And I told you guys, like, I will prove that there was no 8.3 and 3.1 and 3.2. And here is the proof. So they stole your right overnight. So I have a quick question. Why there need to be a UCP nomination election? If you wanna dictate people, if you wanna appoint and select out of 87 constituencies, you want to appoint people in 87 constituencies. So there was a time when king or queen choose lords, and I think I we are living in a same era. Now Queen Daniel Smith is appointing lords in 87 constituencies and making fool of UCP members, board of directors, UCP CA boards. They have no idea that their rights are stolen already. So what they did on this last year, they are doing same thing with municipalities. They want full control because they don't want somebody who represent people. They want unofficial, unelected entities to rule you Albertans. Thank you so much. You need to think about it.